my lovely people. My name is Dre. This is Wtp Podcast. We are back in the building for another fresh episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to your boy. Press the bell button, and you'll be notified whenever I've uploaded on YouTube. Today, we've got a juicy episode, people. Sit down, grab your popcorn, take in all the knowledge, and yeah, let's get it. Welcome, bro.
What's happening, mate? All good?
Yeah, I'm all good, man. Thank you for coming down. I appreciate it for you spending your time at Wave TV Podcast. What's good, man? What's good?
Nothing. Just obviously just out here doing what everyone else is doing. We're just trying to make something of ourselves. Just trying to be better. Just trying to be a better person every day.
Yeah, that's good. And before I actually start, happy birthday. Happy belated.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
No worries. No, you're looking really calm and relaxed today.
I'm just chilled, you know. Like, do you know what I find when I do like podcasting? I find it as therapy. Sometimes
it is
conversations are needed, and sometimes it helps me offloading. Because where I'm based now, I don't have many friends around me.
Yeah.
And so it's just me and my partner. But sometimes it's a stranger you need to talk to be able to offload sometimes.
That's true. Me personally, it is therapy as well. And when I talk to random people about, like, I say about 5% of my life, it makes me better, if that makes sense. Obviously, they fully wouldn't get it, but it's just good to have another person's opinion and say on what you're talking about. You get what I'm saying?
Because we all come from like different backgrounds. We've all got different stories.
Yeah.
And you will never know what's going on in someone's head. You know, like someone could be having the biggest smile on their face, but they're probably going through some mad depression.
Yeah.
And I've always like realized it's the person who's making the most jokes in the room, trying to please everyone. They're the people suffering the most. Yeah, and I think as you get older, you start realizing and understanding these sort of things. So I'm quite aware, and I can kind of tell when people are going through things, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm never quick to judge. Because you know what I don't like? Is when people start judging people, say, oh, my man's moving mad, look at him, he's moving mad. Ask yourself, why is he moving mad? What's making him move like this?
Yeah.
Instead of laughing at this guy, what's making him move like this?
Yeah, for real.
And it really just gets on my nerves when I see people laughing. Don't get me wrong, some of these videos we see on socials are funny, but it's a lot deeper than that. What's making my man move so mad? These are the questions we need to ask instead of keep laughing at people all the time.
Yeah, because talking about like men's mental health as well.
It's Men's Mental Health Month. It's June.
Yeah. Big up to all the men out there. I'm not gonna lie, you lot are strong, innit? Like, I go through mental health a lot, bro. Like, obviously, I don't show it, but to other people, I'm like all happy and bubbly and just getting on with my life. But behind closed doors, sometimes you really have to battle with yourself, innit?
That's what I was just saying. I was just saying, it's always the people trying to please other people and put smiles on other people's faces. They're the ones battling. Whereas me, I go very quiet and I become numb to a lot of things, and I just completely shut down. So this is why we all battle it differently. And it's about finding what works for us, and what works for me is taking myself away, going on my little walks through the woods, and
I see that on socials as well.
Doing workouts, and like I said, talking to someone like yourself.
Yeah. Bro, tell me about yourself, man, because I don't know, you stood out to me. I don't know what it was, I can't tell you, but you just stood out to me the most, and it's like, I don't know, man. I just can't explain it.
Yeah.
It's one of them ones, isn't it?
I think it's people look at me now, and where I'm very humble. I wouldn't say I'm very well spoken, but I'm very polite. I don't judge anyone. People look at me in my old way, the way I used to move. I come from a life of committing armed robberies, selling drugs, heavily involved with different gangs, to now changing my life around and just being this humble person, laid back. A lot of people ain't used to this version of me. They're used to the version where I'd pull up, get out of the car and do something mental. And it takes a long time to get to where I am. And it takes a lot of losing friends. not losing friends as if like you just forget about them, but
But the separation.
it becomes a lonely place because you got to take yourself away from everyone. And I took myself away from everyone when I come out of prison. I still love all of my old friends. I
Yeah.
don't care what they're getting up to. I wish they would all do better, to be
Yeah.
honest. I can't be that person keep telling them, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. I would only say it to you a couple times. And if you still want to go down that road, I'll leave you to it. But you're still my friend, but I'm going to love you from a distance.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? Whereas I've come away from selling drugs, come away from lengthy prison sentences.
Yeah.
And now I'm trying to be a better version of myself, and it's been a lonely place getting there. And even now, I still get mad lonely. I'm forever by myself, even though I still know a lot of people love me and care for me, because I know where I want to get to. You have to just take yourself away from everyone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So like, what was like your childhood like?
Childhood. To me, at the time, my childhood was amazing. Loved it. My school wasn't great. I was dyslexic.
I am too, bro.
Really struggled in school, and one of the things I wish I'd done was ask for help in class. Whereas my best friend in school was a fella called Timber. He's a rapper.
Oh, was
And
it?
me and him used to just piss about in class, and he was very clever as well. He was like a very naughty kid, but he was really clever. And I was not naughty. I was just very quiet, but I just wouldn't do my work because I didn't know how, and I was too embarrassed to put my hand up and say, "Miss" or "Sir, I don't know what's in front of me. Can you read it for me?"
That was the same as me. I had like a mentor that will actually come in class and actually help me. But still, like that embarrassment,
Yeah,
people think, oh yeah, you're thick and stuff like that. Like, I didn't like that. So I kind of pushed it away, but they were like applying pressure towards me, but I still couldn't really take it in, if that
yeah.
makes sense, innit?
The most embarrassing thing for me in primary school was they realized I had to read through a green sheet of paper,
Oh, was it?
plastic. So it's clear green, like transparent plastic. I used to read my work through, and even then I could read it, but I still wouldn't understand what was going on. Like I've probably read half a book in my whole entire life, and I could read, but I just don't know what's going on. I
Is it?
can't read out loud either, and this is what the teachers used to do to me because I wouldn't do the work. They'd be like, "Lewis, can you come and read this to the class, or it's your turn to read this paragraph?" Knowing I'm gonna stutter every single word, and then that's when I would completely kick off, like a chair will be going across the room for trying
Right.
to embarrass me.
But you know what? Yeah, when it was like, for instance, because I used to be, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I'll be real, yeah. In school, I used to be like in sets, and I used to be in the lower sets, all of
Yeah,
them.
standard.
Like
That's standard for me.
listen, I'm not gonna lie, but I had bare potential, bare potential. But it's me. Like, imagine I had about there was 6 people. It's not a special class, but it's just people that are on the bottom set, and they just need that little push. There was like 6 people, and then we had to read a paragraph each. But I knew what paragraph I was about to read, so I was blurring out everything, and I was just studying on
Concentrating
that
on your
paragraph.
one bit, like.
I can read perfectly in my head, but when it comes to me, it's like, I was finished.
Yeah, because in the end, I got put into like a little separate classroom where there's only like 6 or 8 of us, and that's where I started learning more. But what I realized, I'm a very creative person. I'm just not good in school, but like me, I create a lot of ideas in my head, and this is why I'm starting to think I've got ADHD.
Yeah.
I've got so many ideas and things I want to do. I've written them all down in like my little book and stuff, but I can't stick to it. You know, like if I say I'm gonna go and do this workout today, and I'll end up doing something totally different to the workout I've just written out.
Yeah.
I find it hard sticking to what I've planned out for my week. Like I'm in the middle of writing a book, really struggling at the moment. I'm on like 35,000 words. And then
It's a
I'm
good start,
going
though.
from that to thinking, I want to go back to doing YouTube, making little funny skits. Then I'm thinking, I don't even want to do that. I want to do this. So I need to kind of stick to one thing at a time. But I'm really struggling to do that.
Yeah.
That's why I actually do need help with that. Do you know what I mean? I'm not afraid, embarrassed to say that. I need help.
Yeah, bro, like, we all need help in certain situations, but I'm not gonna lie, that reminds me of myself, like, when I'm at home. Because when I'm, like, for instance, I need to, I don't know, make the bed up. I'll make up the bed, and in my head, I'll say, okay, I'm gonna make a coffee, and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I make the bed up, and I skip the coffee, and I skip whatever I'm gonna do. And for instance, like I just do the washing, just
Yeah.
randomly. And I miss the coffee. Like my brain works different.
I
I'm not
can't
gonna lie.
go without coffee. I always make the bed. Well, the missus always cusses me because the way she makes the bed is completely different to me. I just pull the covers back, yeah, cover the pillows, but she starts tucking all the edges,
Make it
making it all neat. I'm
IKEA
like,
style, isn't it?
I'm a bloke, and I just pull it over. As long as it's made, it's made. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm getting
yeah,
back in it later on.
yeah,
But
exactly.
she puts her own little special touch on it. But I have to have my coffee in the morning. Have a half a liter of water first, and then I have my coffee. So
Okay,
that's how I
okay.
start my day every day.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Do you
yeah.
know what I mean? But so yeah, going back to school wasn't great for me. I didn't get no qualifications or I didn't do my exams. Kicked out a few times for fighting.
Same. I didn't do my exam. I got one qualification, Jay.
What was that for?
Art, and
Same. Art. Art.
that.
Yeah.
That's the only
I
subject
always
that.
remember doing my coursework. Like this picture I was creating is just a mad random one. It's like it is a desert, but I had like random objects in the desert. Like had a jack in the box coming out. It's half covered in sand.
Yeah,
Had a jack in the box in it. I even put a fucking moped in there. I was into mopeds them days because I used
yeah,
to nick mopeds, and that's the only thing I did get marked in for.
yeah. I only loved art because the exams. It was like 2 hours, 3 hours, pure silence. I loved that.
Yeah,
Literally, I loved that. But when there was other exams, it's like I've never been to an exam in the hall where the other people used to be. I swear to God, never. I used to be in a separate room and do my exams there, all my exams.
yeah. I remember when it is come to the end of school, like leaving thing. Like six of us wasn't invited because we're the naughty kids, so like six of us wasn't even invited to it anyway.
That's
But yeah,
mad.
from that. From like the age of, I was still in school when I started selling cannabis. I was still in school. I was like 14 or 15.
Oh shit.
But you know, it starts off small, like buy a two and a Q, put it all
Yeah,
into little £10 drawers, so I could like
yeah.
earn like £80 profit. But before you know it, you go to picking up from two and a Q to a nine to half a box to a box, and it started becoming. By the age of 16, I was making like on a good day between £800 and a grand, on a good day, and then on a bad day it'd be about
16.
yeah, on a bad day it'd be about £400. And at that age, I was doing very well for myself. Had a moped. Uh, all the boys chipped in and we bought a car between us. Then when I got to 18, that's when I started getting into armed robberies.
Is it?
My dad's a career criminal, and I always looked up to my dad. Loved my dad to bits, but he was always in and out of prison my whole life.
Yeah.
But it felt normal to me. It felt normal because it always felt like 1 minute he was here, then 1 minute he wasn't, then he'd be back in another 3 years, then gone for another 3 years, and then the sentences were getting bigger and bigger, like from 5 years, 7 years, 10 years to, I think his last one was 22, so we had to do 11 years out of it or something like
When
that.
did it really click in? Like, okay, like you're gone for a very long time, and I need to hold shit down. When did it actually
I
like
worked with
kick
my
in for you?
dad.
Yeah.
My dad went away for the long one when I was about, I think, 16. He just received these 10.5 years. And this is when you had to
Shit.
do like 3/4 of it. So he done like 7.5 out of it. So it's kind of down to me to provide for mum and younger brother. They was used to a certain lifestyle, which I was trying to just keep up with and maintain. And for me, I wasn't really into like fashion and stuff. I was more into the adrenaline I used to get from committing robberies, like the planning, putting things in place, how I'm gonna get into certain houses or safes. I enjoyed that part more than, even though it was nice when you used to count the money and get a good amount. I enjoyed the planning and putting that sort of work into it. And every time I got money, I always used to look after people, and I enjoyed that part of it as well, that I could
Yeah.
provide for people. It's not into, I got older and then I had a child, and I love being a dad. I left her when she was 2 years old. I was
Shit.
still doing armed robberies at the time,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
on this one, I got a 17-year prison sentence for it. So like, I was doing the cash vans, you know, when they're delivering money to banks
Oh, yeah.
and filling up ATM machines.
I heard that they're hard though. Like,
But now they are. I'm going back quite a few years ago now
oh, okay,
when
yeah,
it was half alright to do them. Now you got little 15-year-olds running off down the road with like the cassettes and stuff.
that's crazy.
Whereas when we was doing it, it was a bit easier. So when I've done this one, I've got the money, got away with the money, I've got 45 grand out of it. They arrested me 2 weeks later. And the reason why they arrested me was 2 weeks before the robbery took place, they got my car driving in convoy with the car that was used. Like, it's like 5 or 10 miles away from the area on one of them ANPR cameras.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what led them to come and raid my house. But when they raided my house, they found nothing. No guns were found. No money was found. No DNA was found in the car that was used. They didn't know what colour the armed robber was. They said he was tall and slim. And even though we didn't see what colour he was, he sounded like a white man. I was thinking, most of my black friends sound whiter than me, so what are you on about? So that's why they couldn't charge me at the time. So I got put on bail for 9 months, and I got put on surveillance. They was following me to my gym. And I was boxing at the time, and I got paid £10,000 for 3 white-collar boxing fights
Oh shit.
by the promoter. So I had cash around me anyway. That was normal. Anyway, they followed me from Battersea to Bicester Village. And
That's a long way.
I had a 40% voucher off Ralph Lauren with what my friend DL brought. So I thought, you know, I'm going to go and treat the kids. I'm going to go and buy them some bits and pieces. I didn't buy nothing for myself, all for the kids. Actually, I bought a pair of Gucci trainers, but I gave them to my brother anyway. They followed me taking pictures when I'm giving them the money at the tills. But they couldn't link that money back to the crime. There's just like Lewis Clark had huge amounts of £20 notes on him, paying for clothing. I think it's like £1,200 they said I spent. And all of it was for the kids. And like I said, my brother's pair of trainers I bought him. So they had that bit of evidence. Then they found my laptop. And like I said, I was boxing at the time. It was I watched Mike Tyson's best 10 knockouts. And they used that against me in court, saying the cash guard was hit with very direct punches. And before this robbery took place, Lewis Clark was watching Mike Tyson's best 10 knockouts. I was thinking, what sort of evidence is that? But also I was on my laptop because I used to love Crime Stoppers and all that. I used to watch all the robberies taking place, jewelry shops. I was really into it, like watching these things on a laptop. So that went against me as well. So there wasn't much evidence on me for this robbery. Just the fact my car was seen driving in convoy 2 weeks before. And plus I had a previous for cash in transit when I was 18 years old, which I received a 3-year sentence for because it was so petty.
You done bits.
Yeah, I've done bits. I've done the 3 years for the first robbery, but I was only home for, I think it was, my head's muddled up here. It's either 6 weeks or like 2 months or something like that I was out for. Obviously, I got back into selling drugs, so I was doing robberies and selling drug. It was only weed, nothing major, no big scale thing, but I used to make good money from selling weed. And I started selling weed again. They had me on Obo. They had a van parked outside my house. I kind of half knew it's surveillance as well, you know, because it was there for such a long time. I should have known better. But they was taking pictures through the van, and they see me at a gate, my front door, and then another gate.
Yeah.
And obviously I had 2 massive dogs. My friend's come round, he's bought a 200Q off me. So when he's come round, I've just passed it through the gate. He's passing the money. He's got outside the block, but I don't think anything of it. I think, yeah, it's all done, deal done. Shut the door, carried on bagging up the food. 2 minutes later, I got a phone call. Lou, your mate's outside getting searched by the police. I'm like, oh my God, did they just watch that? He's like, I think they did. So I thought they're going to be on the phone now trying to secure, what's it called? So so they can come and raid your house. I can't remember what it's called now. Anyway, I knew that was coming. Bagged up everything in the duffel bags, got out my back garden, got away with all the food and that. Literally about 40 minutes later, raided the house. And all they found was, I don't know if you know, like when you get by boxes of weed, it comes in a big sealed vacuum packs. You do know, yeah?
Yeah.
No comment.
Yeah.
So they found empty packs of it, innit? So they couldn't find nothing. But what they done me for supplying a Class B. I think it was a Class B drug at the time. I got 10 months in prison for supplying 2 of weed for
That's
2 ounces basically.
that's crazy.
I got 10 months in prison for supplying that, and the friend who I gave it to got a £70 fine. So he got done for possession. I got done for supplying, which I had to go guilty for. And he got me on pictures passing it through the gate like a dickhead.
This is crazy because this just reminds me of like I don't know, like an episode of Power or something like that.
Power.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
I'd love to be involved with them sort of films as well. What's that one we had over at Supercell?
yeah,
Supercell. That's
yeah,
sick. I'd love to be part of that. If you're watching, Ratman.
yeah.
Yeah. That's so. I've received that 17-year sentence, and I had to do 8.5 years out of it. I've gone to, I think the first prison I went to was Highdown. Done the first 3 and a bit years there, and I was a B cat. I was trying to work my way up to get a C cat to low security prison, which I did. And from there, I went to Coldenley, which was a really good job. That was a C cat. We used to just party every weekend. We had vodka, just partying. That was a good job.
But I heard like I know people who've been jail and now they're out, like they make like story times, but they make the story times sound so lit. Like I want to be there for like 24. I've never
No,
been.
right, let's stop it right there. All these people that are making out they're the lit time in that in jail. You have a lit time for about an hour. When we used to have parties, we'd be on association. We'll all be out together having a little drink, or some of the boys be smoking weed. I don't smoke. So we'd be together for about an hour, messing around. Yeah, it's all fun, and then your door closes and you're back by yourself in a single cell, just staring at the floor. So these people with makeup, they had a lit time in jail. You're lying. You had a lit time for about an hour. Apart from that, you're staring at the floor. The amount of time people used to come check me, Lou, I'm stressed, come to my cell. And I was all right in jail. I found prison very easily. It's very relaxing for me. And a lot of people, they can't ride their bang up, man. All the loudest people on the wing, they're the ones like who can't ride their bang up. And that's why you can't moan about going to prison. Like, you know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah.
I've never moaned once about going to prison. I knew I was an armed robber. When I was sentenced, I was like, okay, judge. Even though I was pissed, you gave me a hefty sentence for an armed robbery. I was pissed. I accepted it straight away. And that's what you have to do and just move on. And you just got to break down how you're going to complete the next 8.5 years.
Yeah.
Got to break it down. But yeah, prison's not lit. It's not lit. You have fun for about an hour with your friends, and then after that, you're back in your cell, stressing, or you might have just lost your new iPhone, what you just paid £1,000 for.
That's mad because I see the first time I actually saw you was on TV, and I was thinking like, raw, like.
Was that the Channel 4 program?
Yeah.
Banged Up.
Yeah. So how, like, obviously you was in jail at that time. So how did they approach you?
Oh no, I was out when they approached me.
Was
so
it?
I'd completed my 8.5 years, come home.
Okay.
Obviously I'm still on probation even now. But where I've come home, I started building up my socials, like my Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and all that sort of stuff. So my face was getting more and more out there, and plus I've done a couple other podcasts, like big podcasts when I first come out.
Yeah.
So a lot of people started taking interest in my story, and I think a lot of people wasn't understanding when they're reading about me. They're reading about this ex-armed robber, ex-gang member, who's been involved in numerous things. They're thinking, how comes he's so humble and look at the way he carries himself? Like they kind of didn't believe my stories. And do you know what's funny? Even when I look back, because my brother got shot in front of me 5 times, and a bouncer got shot in his head in front of me, and I've had to step over his body. So much things were happening. I was thinking, did this really happen, or am I making this up? At one point, my brain was so fried, I thought I was going mad. And I had to go on Google and type in shooting, blah, blah, blah. And I was thinking, it did happen. I'm not going mad. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, when people see all this, they're thinking, no, he can't. He's too quiet. He's too humble. Look at the way he carries himself. He wasn't about that life.
Yeah, because me talking to you right now, you don't look and sound like. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's funny because all my friends, they talk a lot different to what I talk. You know, what should we call it? We call it road. They talk more road. I've still got a bit of that in me when it comes out every now and again, especially in road rage. It comes out every now and again, but I don't know. I've always felt different to everyone. Not that I felt like I'm above anyone or anything. I've always felt like, do you know what, I'm destined for something a lot greater than this. Like this can't be it. Especially where I coming home, put myself through so much punishment, put myself in these mad, uncomfortable positions. I have to be somewhere in life. I'm not doing all of this to be nowhere. And I've had to break down my old character to become this new version of myself. And that's the part where I said it becomes a lonely place where you lose friends.
Yeah, yeah.
And you come away from all of that. But going back to the Channel 4 program, Banged Up, they found me on the socials where I've been building up my Instagram and get my story out there. They said, would you like to come in and audition and take part? Because we had the audition process as well. They liked my character. And I was like, this is sick. So they had 6 celebrities with 20 ex-offenders.
Yeah,
And we had to give the celebrities a real prison experience. And I had Ricky from EastEnders for a cellmate.
I saw that.
I think his real name's Sid Owen, but we all know him as Ricky. So I can't call him Sid. I would kept calling him Ricky, and he actually gets the ump with it as well. So I had him for a soulmate, and it's funny because he's got a similar story to me. He's two brothers are armed robbers. His dad's doing a life sentence. And he wasn't there to judge us or anything. Me and him proper got on. And even though it's a show, he couldn't ride his bang up. He was only on there for 10 days, but he was at the cell flappled every single morning. Are we coming out yet? Are we coming out yet? Because everyone thought we went home and that for the night, but no, we stayed there for 10 days.
Oh,
So we had Ricky from EastEnders, Tom Rosenstahl from Plebs or Friday Night Dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Very funny character. Neil Parish, he's the former MP. He's the one who got nicked. He got caught at the Houses of Parliament watching porn.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
It was a big story back in the day. And there's a few others. Marcus from Gogglebox.
Yeah.
He's funny because we actually half know each other. I'm friends with his son in it. So when he's come on the show, I don't look at him as a celebrity. I just look at you as my friend's dad. I was like, Marcus, what are you doing here? He's like, what are you doing here? Like, I'm thinking, well, I'm an ex-offender. What are you doing here? And that is a really good experience for me. And because these are the sort of people I see myself around. When I look at these faces, I'm thinking, why can't I be on EastEnders? Or why can't I be in Supercell? Why can't I be acting out?
Yeah.
And just putting myself around these sort of people and them taken to me is a really nice feeling. But also, you get a lot of knockbacks. And I'll tell you something what's happened to me recently. I got a contract for 4 adverts for a certain drink company. Yeah, it's a big drink company. 4 adverts I got a contract for. Completed the first advert. They loved everything I'd done. The first advert was meant to be out on the 1st of June. Only for them to axe it. My criminal background's come back to haunt me. Because I'm not very good at reading. I don't read the contract. And what I did get told, I heard you don't have to tell people that you got a criminal conviction anymore. So if you don't ask, then I'm not going to tell you. If you ask, I'm a very open book. So if you ask, I'll tell you. Anyway, they loved everything I've done. I got an email. We've had to axe the advert. You're going to be paid for your time. We're very thankful for the effort and that you put in. I'm thinking this was meant to be it was a big break for me. I was mad proud to be part of this campaign. Proud because I was working with other like Love Island stars and that as well. And you lot just popped me down like that. Like proper like disheartened me, and it took me back to a time when I was 16 years old when I applied for a job at Asda's and got knocked back. Just thinking, why am I trying? And then I was just thinking, do you know what? I've got bigger things to come. You lot can knock me back on that because someone like Guy Ritchie is going to come and get me and be like, do you know what? I want to work with this guy, Lewis Clark. He's the guy I want to work with. I want to tell his story. I want to put his story into a movie. So Guy Ritchie, let's get working, please, man.
Get working,
Shout me, please, man. He's the only one I really want to work with as well. So I'd love to do something with Guy Ritchie. But anyone else is watching this, you're going to get a lot of knockbacks. You're going to get a lot of knockbacks, and you got to keep going. You got to kick through every door.
For real.
You have to keep going. You never know what door's going to open for you. And I know sooner or later, a door's going to open and be like, this is where I'm meant to be. So we got to go through these tough times. Tough times don't last. Is that what they say? Tough times don't last. Yeah. You just got to keep knocking on these doors. So I know eventually I'm going to be on TV. I'm going to be doing what I want to do. I want to get involved with acting.
Yeah.
I'm a personal trainer also, but I see myself on TV, like reality TV programs.
Yeah, because I've seen you like on like Is it music
Music videos.
videos?
I've done one with Ashley Waters.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley Waters and Big Jest. They've done like a music short video. It's like 8 minutes long, but they're
Yeah.
telling a story about each other. And I was a bit angry because in the video they made the people rob me in it. I'm thinking I'm the one who does the robbing.
Yeah.
So when I've got the duffel bags and the
Yeah.
boys have come and they stuck me up and took the duffel bags, I'm thinking, no, it doesn't usually go like this. I usually take it off them. So obviously it's all acting, it's all fun. I was really like nervous that day as well. I get nervous before I do anything. Even today I got nervous coming down thinking, oh, what's he gonna ask? How do I answer it? And then I thought, you know what, just don't even overthink it.
No,
Don't even overthink
man.
it, man. Just go with it.
Yeah, just go with the flow because, yeah, I get nervous as well. Even I've done so much podcasts in my life. I've been in the camera so much times. And it's like I forced it upon myself because I used to be a very shy person. And this, looking at the camera right now, it's built my confidence.
It does. It's done the same for me.
Really built my confidence in the way I handle myself, the way I speak. Like, I used to, like, mumble a lot, but now it's like I do it down to the minimum. Do you get what I'm saying?
I went back to one of the first podcasts I've ever done, like 3 years ago when I first come home.
Yeah.
And my head is just like constantly like left, right, just thinking, am I even meant to be here? And like the reason that I do the podcast and come to check you today is because I love having a conversation.
Yeah.
And you never know who's going to be watching these things. A lot of people know my
Exactly.
story anyway, but you just never know who's going to be watching. And sooner or later, like I said, someone's going to be like, I want to work with this guy. I think we can do something together.
There you go.
Keep putting yourself out there.
There you go. That's why I keep on just pushing my platform. Like, I know I've got potential. I've got patience. I know I'm going to get there one day. It's just who's the right person who's going to look at my stuff and who's actually going to take it in. Like, obviously, a lot of people do take it in. I'm a versatile person on the social media.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, I just want people just to actually take me in because why I do podcasts is because to show the youth that change because that's what I'm trying to do in my life.
That's what I'm trying to push as well.
I came from the roads, done bare shit, and now I'm just changing my life around. I didn't, like you said, yeah, you didn't cut off people, but I distanced myself from certain people, innit? And if I was still with them people, I don't know where I would be.
You can easily fall back into your old lifestyle.
Exactly.
That's the thing with me. I still have to go to Battersea twice a week because my oldest daughter lives there and my mum. So twice a week I'm in there, but I'm in and out. I see my friends, yo, and I just carry on moving again.
But yeah, this is why I built this because I just want to see, like, okay, this is all change, innit? Change my habits, change my lifestyle, the people that I actually do see. I don't have friends. I know loads of people, but I don't have friends. I've got about 2 friends that I see.
Yeah.
And they push me to do this. Like,
who's the last person you had on your show?
The last person...
Is it Riddler? Is it?
Yeah, oh no, that was before. Yeah, Riddler.
Riddler, he's a funny fucker. Funny fucker.
Listen, he's a humble guy.
I don't know him personally, but I see his journey coming home and what he's built. He is a funny fucker. I watch his shit every day.
Yeah, he you know what, yeah? Riddler, he gives people chances. Like, he's not one of them people like, oh, I don't want to work with you, blah, 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 because you're down there and up there. He doesn't think like that. He wants everybody to push. And that's the thing that I like about him. No homo, but it's just like, he just gives everybody a chance and he's very well spoken.
Very well spoken.
He's very open. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, he's bro, man.
Yeah, because I've never watched the whole podcast through, so I've just seen some of the clips you pushed.
Yeah.
And I actually follow my man as well. So
yeah.
Probably might even work with him one day as well. Do come up with a little funny skit or video together.
Yeah, he's funny, man, with the skits. Yeah. Very, very funny. But yeah, Riddler, he's a top geezer, man.
Big up.
Come on, big you up, bro. Every time, and I always say to him, keep on pushing because I see what he's pushing.
Yeah, something will come for him as well.
Exactly.
Someone's probably already watching what he's on. Exactly. Same with me. Someone's already watching what I'm on, thinking, let me just give him another few months. So I know by next year, I've been home 3.5 years now, so I did write a 5-year plan out, and I've executed my first 3 years
Yeah.
what I said I was going to do when I left prison. Now I do need to start writing some new goals, and they're very important. Without goals, you've got nothing to work towards.
Exactly.
And it's where a lot of people, they just keep cracking on every day. No, write your goals out. How long it's going to take to achieve this. How you're meant to get to the next step. Because a lot of people just look at the end goal. It's all good looking at that, but how you're going to get there, you got to do it in steps. So I'm trying to
Exactly.
break down to like a lot of the younger lot. They think things just happen overnight, and it's not. It's a lot of graft, a lot of patience, a lot of time by yourself, a lot of time being lonely. But this is what it takes: hard work to get to where you want to get to.
Exactly.
You know, nothing comes easy, but when you're there, you're
Exactly.
there.
Exactly. And it's another thing is talking about like writing down your goals. I used to have a mood board, and sometimes I'll put my current mood, and I'll put like a big house, like maybe a Rolex watch, like all cut ups and stuff like that. And I just used to put on one board, and that's what I'm aiming for. Like big fancy car, and I've got a little stash of money that I cut out. Like literally, it had everything. I've not like, I think close enough half to that. I've still got it. It's at my mum's
Yeah.
house. Still got that.
Yeah, I don't. If I had a mood board, it'd be the same face every day because them kids drive you mental. My kids drive me insane, but I love them. I'm just there to. I couldn't go without them. When I left my 2-year-old little girl, it broke my heart, man.
Yeah,
I come out and she was like 10 and a half.
yeah.
Big girl, attitude,
Did you have to
connect.
reconnect? Like,
Yeah, and even now, my daughter's it was her 14th birthday the other day, and even now, I'm still trying to build that bond with her. Like she knows I love her loads. I know she loves me, but she still finds it hard to say like I love you, Dad, or she's not really affectionate. I just want one
yeah,
cuddle. Like come here, Hallie, man,
yeah,
come and give me a cuddle. And
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still it's now I'm craving for her attention. Where she's 14, she wants to be out of her friends now. She wants to be
Yeah,
playing out.
yeah, I guess that,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
When I say, Hallie, I'm going to come down and see you today. Dad, I'm out with my friends today. I'm like, all right, like, when do I get to see you then? I'm always fighting for her. But I'm always going to be there, even if she does want to go out with her friends. As long as she knows Dad's phoned and he wanted to see me, that's all that matters. When she gets older, she's going to realise I tried my hardest, even though I did mess up before that. And I still find it hard to forgive myself. Now and again, I get a bit emotional thinking, how did I do that to my little girl, man? Broke her heart, broke my heart. And this is what a lot of people don't realize. When you're into a life of crime, either selling drugs or doing armed robberies, getting nicked for stabbings or shootings, you don't realize this has a ripple effect. It doesn't just affect you, it affects every single person around you. Let's use me for an example. I got done for the armed robbery, got 17 years. Now I'm relying on people to bring my daughter to come and see me on visits where they probably got other stuff going on. I'm relying on people to send me money. Well, not all the time, because I have my own money. It affects so much people, like, and I don't know what my little girl's personality would have been like if carried on, if I didn't go to prison. Is a huge burden on my partner at the time, bringing up the kids. And it's quite a selfish thing. When you're involved with these things, you don't realise at the time because it's all nice and you don't get nicked. It's really selfish. When you get nicked and you realise you go away for a long time, you think, you know what, I was selfish for that. You know, I didn't realise how much I put everyone else through.
yeah. But what?
Even the victim. Even the victim, you don't think about them at the time. When I'm sticking people
It's
up
the
with
buzz,
guns,
isn't it?
you don't think about how it's affecting them day to day.
What got you into
What
like
got me
robbing?
into
Yeah.
committing armed robberies, like I said, my dad was an armed robber. He's a well-known armed robber in South London. Everyone knows him, and I just looked up to him. And all my friends on the estate used to be like, "Oh, Dad, Lou, your dad's sick, man. He's a like proper gangster," and that. Like when I was a kid, so
Yeah.
that used to like quite gas me up. And at the same time, a lot of the older kids I was around, they was all into selling drugs and doing robberies, like commercial burglaries themselves. That's the life I knew. That's the life I knew. I've never seen mum and dad go to work before in my life. Like going to work, that I had no idea what that meant. you know what I mean? So like, my dad's going to work was going to the bank, come back home that night. So I was kind of always going to go down that path. And I can't say it's because of my dad was an ex-arm robber. I'm thinking, because I had a lot of friends who was involved with that sort of stuff as well, who I looked up to, and I was following what they used to do. I don't think there was no chance for me. I think I was always going to go down that road. Whereas if my dad was going to work every day, like going on a building site or even driving a bus every day, thinking I might have thought, you know what, I'm going to go and do what dad's doing. I'm going to be a bus driver, or I'm going to go and work on a building site.
Yeah.
I there was no hope for me. I was always going to go down that road.
But look at you now, man. You
Yeah, look
fully
at me now. But even though I'm doing okay right now. I'm in the middle. I've not made it yet. I've got my face out there, but I can't say I'm there yet.
Yeah.
I can easily still go to the left, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But it's just about keeping that balance, not doing too much at once, knowing what you want in life, and it's just finding them steps on how you're gonna get there.
True.
And even though I'm probably look calm and collective today, I'm not. Some days are a shambles, and some days you will struggle. Some days you're gonna want to give up and thinking, why am I even doing this?
True. Yes.
Why am I even doing this podcast? I don't even want to do podcasts. Because I started doing them when I come out. I was thinking, I don't
Yeah.
even want to do this. And you start questioning everything. But instead of questioning everything, just put all of that energy into doing something positive. Think, do you know what? I need to get to this place. But how am I going to get there?
Yeah.
Start getting your tools in place to how you're going to get to the next
For real.
destination.
For real. And like I said, look at you now. Like, obviously, you're working with different influences as well.
Yeah.
Like, me, honestly, like, that's a big change. Like you said, you're putting your face out there and stuff like that. That's a big change.
It's very difficult being the new version of yourself. Like I said, you got to rip up the old version. And that's difficult. Even though he's still there, I've got him under control. Like, and it's about balance.
Yeah,
know?
because I see, like, most of your stories, like, you're walking through the woods, you're doing workouts with bloody big logs and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I love that shit because it makes me think that you like nature. You
Love
like
nature.
just birds and
That's
everything.
me.
Like,
I'll go in the middle of the woods. I take my trainers and socks off, and it's called grounding. And I used to laugh at people who used to do this, but when you take so you actually do connect with the earth. You can actually feel something. Just do it for like half an hour a day or something, and then come back to me and tell me what you think. Don't laugh at me, but I'm telling you, it makes you feel so much better. You can just hear the birds just whispering around you. And it's not like living in London anymore, where it's just a concrete jungle,
yeah,
blocks everywhere, everyone's in your face. You have to take yourself away sometimes. So that's what
yeah,
I do.
for
I just go
real.
in the middle of the woods, do my workout, take a look, some snacks and that with me. And that's not what I'm looking forward to doing after this.
That's good, man. Just keep it up. You get what
Hopefully
saying?
I'm gonna try and keep fit. I'm gonna keep building my socials up, and like I said, I used to love boxing. So if we can get on Misfits somehow, that's the only boxing show I want to be on right now because I love what they do, and you can say I'm a misfit. I'm a misfit. I'm an ex-arm robber who's trying to change my life around. I'm not a pro boxer or anything.
Yeah.
So if we could start like calling some people out and that, then you never know. Like I might be on Misfits next year or even this year. You never know.
I've interviewed loads of boxers and I've told like each and every one of them, go on Misfits.
I'd
Go on
love to go on Misfits, man. It's a wicked platform, especially for someone like myself. I'd love to. I'm 40 next year, so someone like Dapper Laughs. You know Dapper Laughs?
Oh yeah.
Even though I like him, I like what he's about. He's a funny, really funny fella. But me and him need to go at it. Like you're not far off my age. So Misfits watching, get Dapper Laughs. I'd happily fight him and punch his head off. Absolutely annihilate him.
Hey, KSI, sort it out. Make some calls.
Make the calls,
sort
man.
Sort it out, bro.
Ex-arm robber calls out Dapper Laughs. Make it happen. I'll punch his head off.
Oh, I love that, man. Misfits is very entertaining.
It's very entertaining. I watched, who was it the other day? Mo Dean.
And Wakey Wines.
And Wakey Wines. Even now, I'd fight them two tag team. Let them two tag team against me. Do you know what I mean? They can just nudge each other to come in the ring. I'll smash both of them up.
Both of them are funny as well, man.
They're really funny characters, and this is what I like about it. They give people like that opportunities, and I don't know if that is Modine's character or if he just puts it on for like TikTok and
I think,
entertainment purposes.
I think it is. You know, I think he just puts it on because really and truly, you can't be like, I don't know how to explain it. Like even the way he eats food and
Just mate, he looks like a savage. Just picks it up with his hands and that.
it's crazy.
Yeah, that's the only thing with me. I wouldn't be able to put on someone I'm not. So the person you see here is the person you would see at the table, like press conferences,
Yeah, yeah.
and I would be talking like this. Or if Dapper was over there and I'm talking and doing trash talk, it'd just be like Dapper. I'd punch her at it, mate. Just sit down, mate. Sit down. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't be able to and start making a fool of myself. I can't do it.
Yeah. Some people can really, really give it. Like the talks, really, really give it.
Yeah, because when I'm angry, when I'm angry and I'm having arguments, I start mixing my words up.
That's
And
it.
I will sound like an idiot. So I'd rather say less.
That's the same as me. Like for instance, I'm arguing with my girl or something like that, and she really, really just gets on my nerves. Like I don't make no sense, but in my head, I'm making sense,
Yeah.
and I just have to walk away, and I just say, just leave me alone.
You come back to the argument later.
Yeah, bro. But it's just like she follows me. She follows me. I was like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
I need to
I'm
chill
figuring
out.
this out right now. Just leave me alone.
Yeah, I need to figure shit out in my head. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, I'm really dyslexic, man. Really. But they say people who's dyslexic, they're the
Creative
smartest
ones.
people. Yeah,
Yeah.
creative as
Yeah.
well.
Or people like, I live in like a controlled mess, if you know what I mean. So if you went to my house, even though everything's clean, it'd be untidy, like things would be misplaced. But if you asked me where something was, I would know where it was in my room, even though there's things everywhere.
I got mad OCD as well.
Obviously I'm clean. Don't get me wrong, but if there's clothes there, I might fold them up a day after or something, and leave them on a clothesline a little bit longer.
Sometimes I do that, but sometimes I just stare at it for like a good 5 minutes, and then I just have to do it.
Yeah,
Like literally, and I have to put things back in place. I can't just fold it up and put it on the sofa. That'll just freak me out, bro. I need to put it back where it's supposed to be,
yeah.
like straight away.
But you
But
don't wanna live with me then, mate.
oh, mate,
Yeah, that's why
trust.
my missus got her house. I've still got my house, but her house is a lot cleaner and tidier than mine. If she comes to mine, she starts tidying. As soon as she gets in my room, the house, she just starts putting things back in place. I'm like, what are you doing? It's my stuff. Leave it. She just can't help herself.
That's it, man. That's it. That's it. And another question I've got for you is, what would you say to the younger generation of today? Like, if they're following in your old footsteps, what would
Yeah.
you
A lot of
like?
them are as well. And
Yeah,
this is what really upsets me because a lot of the younger lot of my state used to really look up to me because I used to come around in nice cars and stuff. They used to really look up to me. I want to be like Lou, I want to sell drugs or do robberies. And now, what I'd say to them is, you don't realize how much people you're affecting by doing what you're doing. You know, like getting your house raided every month.
yeah,
Like my mum went through a proper breakdown because I was getting the house raided every month, taking our clothes, taking our property. So it might seem fun and games to you at the time, like involved in gang wars and that, but it's your mum and dad who's going through it as well. You might have little brothers and sisters who look up to you. How would you feel spending 10 years away from your little brother and sister, or even your son or daughter if you have got kids? A lot of them are young fathers now, aren't they?
yeah.
So yeah, how would you feel being away from your kids for the next 10 years or even 30 years? Because I've got a lot of friends doing life sentences, doing 30s and stuff, and all of them will regret it. They're like, Lou, like, why? All staring at the prison floor. So what I'd say to the next generation, really think about what you're doing and what do you actually want from life? What do you want to achieve from life? And remember that block you're on, where you're having gang fights over, you don't own any of it. You don't own any of it.
Trust
And
me.
in fact, the council probably want you off that estate. So just think about what you're doing. Think about the people you're going to be affecting. And most of all, do something better with your life. Just do better, man. And I'm here. If you don't want to send me a DM or whatever, shout me, man. I'm always open to you guys.
because this generation, 2025, even last year and the year before, it's mad.
It's mad. Yeah.
Because
They're coming out with samurais now. Like the sword. They actually have
crazy.
battles with swords and stuff on buses and that.
Like with the like ridges and
They call
crazy.
them zombie knives. That's what they call them. They
Yeah.
got the little rigged edges, like you said. They're just
It's
chasing people down, and whilst they're filming each other. Like I haven't got Snapchat, but they film each other and put it on Snapchat of them chasing each other up and down. Just to let you guys know, you're incriminating yourselves doing that. So stop recording each other when you're doing these dumb things, and do you know what? Stop doing it altogether. Just stop
yeah.
doing it altogether, man. Just have a little sit down, have a think. What do you actually want to achieve in life? What do you want to do? What makes you happy? Write down your goals and your targets, and you go from there. But stop chasing people with knives. Stop shooting people. You're all gonna live to regret it. No one wins in this gang wars. Someone either dies or someone either does 30 years in prison. And please believe I've got enough friends who are dead, who I wish were still alive, and I've got enough friends who are doing 30-year sentences, who all regret their actions and wish they was at home with their families.
Yeah, man, because they say that you are the company, like it reflects on you as well. Whoever that you're with,
Yeah,
you're in the same vibration as them.
yeah, that will carry on with you.
Yeah,
You can easily get back involved and mix up. All it takes is for me to be on my oldest day and another shooting to take place while I'm standing with my friends and me get shot in my shoulder.
it's crazy.
Then it might start all over again, which I wouldn't let anyway. I've got
Mm.
too much to lose. I've got 2 kids and I will never ever break their hearts ever again.
Mm.
But just don't do it all together, man.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'll say to the youth these days
Just
as well.
don't do
Like,
it.
just don't do it.
Just don't do it. It's
Literally.
that simple. Just don't do it. Just what do you really enjoy? A lot of these kids are talented as well, but they need help discovering what they're actually good at. You know, they need a bit of confidence pushing into them because a lot of them, I see a lot of myself in them, lack of confidence, which people never would have thought about me. I lacked a lot of confidence through my school years, and even now I still do. I still don't really believe myself sometimes, but you have to believe in yourself.
Hmm.
You really do.
It's hard to do it, but it's just the way your mind thinks. Like, you just have to train your brain.
Yeah, you got to rewire your brain, man,
Hmm.
and it takes a long time for that to be rewired, which I'm still working on mine. That prison sentence fried my head.
I can imagine,
It fried
man.
my head. It made me. I can't come out a different person. I really did.
Yeah.
In a good way. In a good way. But at the same time, it's made me take myself away from a lot of people and become like quite lonely on this journey.
Hmm. Don't
Like,
be too lonely, man.
don't be too lonely, man. That's what I mean. I just go for walks in the woods by myself.
That's it, man.
I need to get a couple new mates. I think.
That's
I
it.
need some
If
new
you need
mates.
to, do you get what I'm saying? I'm here as well,
Yeah,
bro. Do you
yeah.
get what I'm
No, I
saying?
love, bro. But do you know what it is? I've got people who are friends. It's
Mm-hmm.
me. It's me who takes myself away.
Yeah, yeah.
I've got a really good friend. He's called Jay. He always sends me these little quotes, which I'll read one out for you. And
Oh yeah, quote of the day.
yeah,
Yeah.
he always sends me these little things, and he's always like, "Luke, come and see me, man. I'm really proud of you, man." He tells me this nearly every single day, and he's one of these people. He's got everything he needs, but he doesn't put it in no one's face. He's not on socials, but he will always come through. Lou, I'm proud of you, man. And it cheers me up to seeing Big J come through on my WhatsApp.
You know what, Big J, you're a true one.
No, he's a true
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
We didn't know each other 3 years ago.
Mm.
I come home and he reached out, and we become really good friends, and we link up every now and again. Meant to be linking up. We were meant to link up ages ago, but like I said, it's me. I'm always wanting to be at home.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like leaving the house, but he always sends me these positive things through, and they always help. And once I see his message, I thought, you know what? I need to try harder today. I need to do something.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's
yeah.
my motivation. He doesn't even know, but he's actually my motivation.
Yeah, for real. My motivation out of my two mates, A and Jake, they're my two motivations because at the end of the day, if I didn't have them two to push me,
Yeah.
I don't know where I would be. If I didn't push them, it's the same. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So big up them two. and they really do take care of me.
Yeah.
They really do show me the way and make me look into certain things, because
Yeah.
now I'm having opportunities because of these two.
Yeah. And more opportunities are going to keep coming. The more you keep putting yourself out there, the more you keep doing your podcast, the more opportunities are going to come knocking on your door.
Yeah,
Like, to
for
me,
real.
looking at you, I see you being a presenter. You look like a presenter. You would be a good presenter at something. I don't
Listen,
know what,
this
but
this
I think you'd be a good presenter.
I want to do that, but I've trained my mind to be confident, because, like I said, I was not confident. If you knew me back out when I was in secondary school, primary
Yeah.
school, different person, literally different person. The clown in the back of the back of the class, that was me.
Yeah.
I didn't do nothing, literally. But when it comes to tests and exams, that wasn't me.
Yeah. Not for me either, mate.
That wasn't me. But to wrap this all up, give us the big quote of the day.
Let's see. He sends me about 20 a week. But the one I looked at this morning is the one I thought, yeah, this one makes sense. So it's, don't be scared to start over. You might like your new story better. So it's just saying, don't be scared, man. If you want to do something different,
Yeah,
just try something different. Like, if something ain't working for you, then you need to do something different. So don't be
exactly.
scared to start over and go again,
Because people are scared of change.
including me. We all are.
We all are. We all are. Yeah, I can say it, but we all are scared to change things in our lives, and that's the thing about just being a human.
Yeah, so don't be scared to reinvent yourself and go again.
That's it, man, bro. Like I said, I really appreciate you coming down, spending like a hot minute with me. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, nice one. Appreciate the invite.
Love, bro. Love, bro. But yeah, people, I hope you've enjoyed that podcast. Stay tuned for the next episode, and don't forget to keep it wavy, baby.